Amon the Demon by Tsholofelo Seboko, Maung Senior Secondary School, Ngami District. Narrated by Stacy Musweu, Moeti Junior Secondary School, Maung.
Lexi Mooney resented men. To her, all men were monsters. She couldn't bear to be in the presence of men. Even the sight of men at times disgusted her. This was a result of a damage she sustained years ago, a damage administered by a man. To make it all worse, the man who caused her all this resentment was her stepfather. His name was Amon, wicked and evil. Lexi preferred to call him Demon instead of Amon. It was revealed that Amon, or Demon, was instructed by a witch doctor to force himself into his stepdaughter in order to revamp his low libido. Inject yourself with the fresh blood of the young, colorful flower you live with, and your sex drive will be restored, the witch doctor had advised him. The assault by Amon that fateful night, when the first showers of the rain began to fall, triggered in her a bitter hatred for men. If someone she trusted could be that cruel and insensitive to her, what of men out there who were total strangers, or men with whom she had no blood ties? Out of her heart, love was swept away. Because of Amon the Demon, her heart stiffened and became cold. Lexi broke up with Nathan, her boyfriend, because she couldn't stand being next to a man, let alone being in a relationship. Romance for her was now a thing of the past. Nathan cried bitter tears, but Lexi was resolute in her decision. All men were trash, she believed. After completion of her secondary school, she went to study accounting at a university. 4 years later, without any men coming close to her or touching her, Lexi graduated with a degree. She was instantly employed by a banking institution. One night she was chilling with her friends at a party when someone touched her hand. She turned and saw Nathan standing there. She gaped in surprise. She didn't expect him there. What was he doing there? Well, hello Lexi, surprise, surprise, Nathan beamed. All the pain she endured years ago rushed back into her, so strong that she almost cried out. Hello, she said without smiling. Without warmth, and Nathan must have felt the bitterness that seeped from her because his smile faded. I have to go, Lexi said, leaving Nathan standing there perplexed. As she walked hastily to her car, Lexi felt deep inside that she was being unfair to Nathan. It wasn't Nathan who had raped her. It was Amon the Demon. Nathan had done her no wrong. In fact, it was he who was justified to be mad at her for breaking their relationship. On the other hand, the blood that her stepfather had poured in her was evidently still in her, because she could feel it burning her insides. Was it because she was never taken for counseling? She had always thought she was strong, that she could make it through without anyone spelling things out for her. At work, Lexi was lost in her thoughts when her cell phone rang. There was no caller ID on the display. Hello, she said into the phone. Lexi, it's me, Nathan, we need to talk, the voice on the other side said. Talk about what, Nathan? Lexi rolled her marble eyes. You're part of my past, don't you know? You're history. Lexi, please don't speak like that. Let's go for a bite at Riverwalk. Dinner's on me. I need to talk to you, please, Nathan begged. Sorry, I'm busy, Lexi said and hung up. Lexi avoided Nathan. She didn't answer his calls and never returned them. After 3 months of silence, her cell phone rang, signaling that it was Nathan calling. Surprising herself, she pushed the answer button. Hello, is this Lexi? A voice asked. It wasn't Nathan's voice. Yes, it is, Lexi tensed, sensing something, or maybe preparing herself to lash back if this was just a tactic from Nathan to win her back. This is Dr. Tuso at the Blueberry Private Hospital. Nathan is hospitalized unconscious right now. Oh my God, what happened? Lexi asked, alarmed. Apparently, he collapsed after receiving a call. His workmates brought him here. We went through his phone so that we can contact his next of kin or someone to alert. I'm coming there, now! Lexi sped to the hospital, her mind in a whirl. What if Nathan was hurt? She felt a strong sense of responsibility. Nathan needed her, She also felt, albeit awkwardly, that she too needed him. The hard layer that had crusted around her heart was peeling away. Upon arrival at the hospital, the doctor addressed her. We called the number from which he had received the call before he collapsed. He had just been told about his mother's death. It must have shocked him so much to make him collapse. All his siblings and family members are far away, and he needs someone who will be here when he wakes up. Is he going to be alright? Lexi asked. His pulse has stabilized and we are monitoring his blood pressure. He should be up in the next hour, the doctor assured. Remain here, I'll be back in a while. After the doctor left, Lexi pulled her chair closer to the bed and whispered to the unconscious Nathan. I'm very sorry, Nathan. I've been very insensitive to you. Please forgive me. She reached out and held his hand. The machines beeped around her. I should have been there for you. Nathan, I found my heart again. You helped me find my heart. Please come back for me. I miss you, Nathan. Please forgive me. She broke off and cried. Your hand is so warm. Nathan spoke and Lexi jumped in excitement. Your voice too. You're up, Nathan. Oh, Nathan, doctor. When the doctor arrived, Lexi was leaning over the bed, kissing Nathan. Easy now, kids. Take it easy. I need to do some checkups first. Then you can have each other for as long as you want. The doctor smiled. And with that, the lamp that had burdened Lexi melted away, giving way to a fertile life should live with Nathan. Whatever her stepfather, Amon the demon, had done to her back then, it was immaterial now. For she now found joy in the arms of a man who loved her.
Take-home message. Sexual violence can traumatize survivors for a very long time after the assault, causing flashbacks that can impact on those around them. In this story, we see Lexi developing hatred towards men due to sexual violence in her earlier years. Survivors of sexual violence must seek psychological counseling support from the social workers and report the matter to the police for corrective measures.